Proverbs 31 woman. She laughed at the days to come because she was prepared. So prepare your household for the unexpected, and when the unexpected happens, it won't be nearly as stressful. In today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 reasons why I don't subscribe to minimalism. Full disclaimer before we hop into today's video, just because I don't consider myself a minimalist doesn't mean that I enjoy clutter or anything like that. I like keeping my home as clean as possible, and I don't like letting things like junk mail or completely unnecessary things pile up. But I also would definitely not consider myself a minimalist, and I'm going to go over a list of 5 reasons why with you guys. Alright, the first thing on the list is I like having more than one of like a lot of different items. For example, there has been multiple times where I just get this like desire to hop on the minimalist train, and things like this make me realize it's just not for me because okay, last year I was decluttering and I had like 2 or 3 pie pans, so I decided to purge my extra pie pans and just pare down to 1 pie pan because who needs more than 1 pie pan? Well, fall rolled around. Apparently I need more than 1 pie pan if I want to do like anything, or if I go over to someone's house and bring a pie and I leave the rest of the pie there and then I wanted to bake another pie, and it was just multiple incidents this year where I wish I would have had more than 1 pie pan. So I ended up going out to the store and buying a second pie pan again this year, which is just upping my consumerism. It's not making a difference, which is just upping my consumerism and not helping the environment by me donating a few pie pans last year and then buying some new ones this year. So it really did no good in the end. It just made me end up spending more money. I mean, I guess it did good for the person who owns Target, their wallet. I'm sure it did them well. Not that they necessarily needed my extra money for a pie pan, but that's the only person it helped. Didn't help myself, and it definitely didn't help the environment. So things like that, that hasn't been like the only circumstance. There's been several other things where I'll get rid of them thinking, oh, let me hop on this minimalist train, let me pare down, who really needs more than one of this item, and then I get rid of it and I regret getting rid of it. Okay, I had to move my spot because I wasn't thinking, and I had the fireplace on in the background for like aesthetic reasons. I thought it would be a cute background, but the blower fan turns on after like 10 minutes of that. So it was just getting noisy. So sorry about that. We're changed, we're here, this is fine, and we'll continue with the list. The second reason I'm not a minimalist is because I like being prepared for guests. So I like having extra sets of towels and sheets and all those kind of like toiletry items, things that guests might forget at my house. And yes, technically my family, my immediate family that I live with, we don't need those things. But they are so nice to have, and I like being prepared for when guests are coming over on a whim too. So you don't have to go out and stress and go to the grocery store and buy things. If you don't have things already at your house, you're less likely to want to invite people in because you just aren't ready. But when you already have those things and you're constantly ready, you're going to be more likely to say yes, especially if it's something on the whim where someone's dropping by or something like that. If you're prepared, it's much easier to say yes and serve that person and show them love and hospitality than if you had to go to the store because maybe you wouldn't have time or any of those kind of things. So I like to be prepared. I like to have extra sheets, extra blankets, extra toothpaste and toothbrushes and soaps and all that kind of stuff extra in my guest bathroom, in the linen closet. So if someone comes over, I'm prepared to host them, and I just really like to be ready to show someone hospitality. My third reason is I like having extra food on hand. If you have a couple meals that you can make straight out of your freezer or your pantry or a combination of the two, then if for some reason on your regular grocery shopping day life just gets busy and hectic, You don't have to go grocery shopping. If it gets overwhelming and stressful and that's going to be a big stressor on your day, you don't have to go if you have some pantry meals or freezer meals that you can make. So some good examples of this that you can easily whip up is like pasta, because you can get canned tomato sauce or just canned tomatoes, and paste and all that kind of stuff. You make your own sauce just with canned goods. And obviously noodles are a pantry item. You can put some frozen meats in your freezer and always add those in, meatballs, any of that kind of stuff, and it's a quick dinner. Other options are maybe like quesadillas. You can freeze cheese and you can freeze tortillas, just small things like that. You can pre-make meals and have them in your freezer, so you don't even have to worry about making them, just popping them into the oven. But having some flexibility and being stocked up in your pantry and freezer really makes life so much less stressful, because it's so nice to be prepared, you guys. That is why I love structure in my life, because when my life is more structured, I have more freedom. Sorry, the light totally just changed all of a sudden. But when you are more disciplined in your day-to-day life, you actually end up having more freedom when a certain day doesn't go how you planned or wanted or expected, because you have made yourself disciplined and ready for whatever the circumstances may be. So if your day doesn't go how you planned, you have that extra flexibility where your day didn't fully rely on your to-do list getting done that day. Like, you're gonna be okay. So discipline makes a huge difference. I have like cleaning routines and a ton of videos on that kind of stuff if you guys want to check it out. I'll add this to a homemaking playlist, and those videos should be in the homemaking playlist somewhere as well. So check those out. Just having discipline in your day-to-day schedule makes the biggest difference. But same thing, being prepared in your home and having your pantry ready is so nice. Think about, like, people aren't going on vacations right now, but if you come home from a vacation and you know all the produce and stuff in your fridge is going to be probably most likely bad, or you probably cleaned out your fridge before you left, either of those. But having some meals in your pantry and freezer that you can grab and have, so you don't have to go grocery shopping the first day that you're home, is such a blessing to yourself. It's like, seriously, a blessing to yourself. Highly recommend. So just that little bit of discipline can give you a lot of freedom and flexibility in your day-to-day, because you are prepared. Proverbs 31 woman. She laughed at the days to come because she was prepared. So prepare your household for the unexpected, and when the unexpected happens, it won't be nearly as stressful. All right, the fourth reason is I like having a home base. Like, I like having a place that I know that I am needed, that I need to come and take care of. So I think a lot of, not everyone of course, but a lot of the minimalist mindset is like that you're ready to go on an adventure, that you live like from as minimally as possible, like from a bag, or not necessarily a bag, but like a lot of bus living too. And I'm not saying that's everyone, but that's like a big part of the mindset, is just like being able to take your things and go and up an adventure, which is fun, totally fun. But I like having a home base. We have pets, we have cats and dogs, and cats aren't that high maintenance. You can leave a few days out of town and they're gonna be okay. Dogs are high maintenance. We have like things tying us, like we're rooted in our home and in our city. We have things tying us down and responsibilities at our home. I actually really enjoy that feeling, and I don't want to feel like my husband or I could just get up, pack, and leave at any point. We also have community in town. That's less with minimalism, more different, but I just like the home base feeling of being really rooted, not like worrying about having a lot of things to take care of at my house. I like that. I like being rooted in my home and knowing this is both mine and my husband's home base. All right, my fifth reason why I do not subscribe to minimalism is I like convenience and saving time. So I'm sure a lot of minimalists would have this reason for why they are minimalist, but hear me out. I know a lot of people pride themselves in having as little as possible of a certain item. This kind of goes back to my first point. Like, okay, I'm just gonna give you guys another example. Scissors. I have 3 scissors, and they're all around my home, and I'm gonna keep all 3 scissors because when I'm downstairs, if I need scissors for something, which is usually opening up food like containers or mail packages, I am going to be way less likely to actually get those things out of the way and done with if I only have scissors upstairs, or vice versa. So when I'm upstairs and I need scissors, which is usually in like the laundry room, I'm cutting off tags from clothing or various other things, maybe like fabric related things with some sewing, or I'm trying to think of specific examples, but more like laundry to do with, I would say, for the scissors upstairs, or sewing. If I need scissors for that and they're downstairs, I'm going to be way less likely to get to that because they're downstairs and I'm trying to be efficient and work upstairs. So having a pair of scissors upstairs and downstairs actually makes me way more efficient because I'm going to get to the task that I need to do right away because I have the tools prepared for me where I'm going to be using them already. I don't have to go to another spot to go and get the tools. And the same thing can be said with cleaning. I have an all-purpose cleaning spray upstairs and I have one downstairs below my sink. Because if I'm cleaning upstairs and I'm already upstairs when I'm going to start to clean, or I need to clean up, like our cats are kind of gross sometimes and sometimes they puke, or small things like that, or my son had spit up or something like that and I need to clean the carpets or surface, I'm not going to want to come all the way downstairs to get the cleaning spray and then go back upstairs and clean it. Maybe that sounds lazy, but it's just the truth. I'm not going to want to do it. And honestly, if I went downstairs to get the cleaning spray, I would probably get distracted with things that need to be done downstairs and forget about the task upstairs. So having two of those things really just helps me be efficient, get things done, and be proactive instead of putting off little tasks that really don't take a lot of time, but you're going to be way more likely to do if you have the tools necessary already near where you are when you need to do them. So yeah, that is the 5 reasons why I do not consider myself a minimalist, and I will never be a full minimalist. I like certain aspects of minimalism. I like that they focus on not having clutter in their home, but I will never be a true minimalist because of those 5 things. And I'm curious to hear from you guys, what is something that you love about minimalism? And what is something that you can just not adhere to? It does not work for your personal lifestyle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps my videos get seen by more people, so I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos. I make a ton of videos based around homemaking and lifestyle content and motherhood and all that good stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!